Avery Collins never meant to text a billionaire. She only meant to stop her son from crying. It was past midnight in Chicago, the kind of frozen silence where even the traffic along Lakeshore Drive seemed to pause. Avery sat on the cold tile floor of her studio apartment kitchen in Logan Square, knees pulled to her chest, an old flannel wrapped around her shoulders. The lights were off, not for atmosphere. The utility company didn't believe in sympathy extensions. From the bedroom, her son cried. Ethan's bottle had been mostly water tonight. Avery tried not to look at the empty formula can on the counter. Her hands shook as she picked up her phone and hovered over her brother's name. Kyle had helped before, reluctantly, with commentary, but tonight wasn't about pride. It was about a baby who didn't understand hunger. She typed, "Kyle, I'm sorry. I need $50 for formula. Ethan's almost out. I get paid Friday. I'll pay you back." She hit send without checking the contact. She set the phone down and rested her forehead on her knees. 5 minutes later, her phone buzzed. "I think you meant to send that to someone else." Her stomach dropped. "Wrong number. I'm so sorry. Please ignore." She tossed the phone aside. Another failure. 3 blocks away, 37 floors above Michigan Avenue, Harrison Cade stared at the message on his private phone. No one had this number. Not press. Not assistants. Only family. And that list had grown short. The text wasn't spam. It wasn't polished enough to be a scam. It was desperate and restrained. He reread one line. "Ethan's almost out." Not dramatic. Just factual. He should have ignored it. Instead, he typed, "Is your baby going to be okay?" Avery blinked at the message. Who follows up like that? "We'll manage. Sorry again." A pause. Then, "I can help." "No strings," she scoffed. "I don't take money from strangers." "Then I'm Harrison." "Not a stranger." She didn't respond. She rocked Ethan back to sleep. Then she did something she never thought she would. She sent her Venmo. 3 seconds later, $5,000 received from Harrison Cade. Her lungs forgot how to work. "This is too much. It's already yours. One less thing to worry about." She broke then. Not when she got laid off. Not when her car was repossessed. Not when Ethan's father disappeared. This broke her. "Thank you. I don't know what to say." "You don't have to. Just take care of Ethan." She froze. She had never told him her son's name. She didn't sleep. She Googled him. Harrison Cade, CEO of NorthBridge Biotech. Net worth $9.6 billion. Former Marine Intelligence Officer. Vidover. No children. Only 4 official photos online. Cold. Controlled. Untouchable. So why her? She typed, "Why are you really doing this?" His reply came 10 minutes later. "Because I know what it's like to lose someone you can't save." And no child should feel that. It didn't feel like pity. It felt like memory. The next morning, a delivery truck blocked half her street. 4 massive boxes. Formula, diapers, organic baby food, clothes, even a new monitor. At the bottom, a handwritten note. He should never run out again. No logo. No branding. Just quiet intention. That scared her more than anything. 3 days later. "Do you work?" "I used to. Biochem research. Diagnostics mostly. Come to NorthBridge tomorrow. 11 a.m. Ask for Elise." "You're offering me a job?" "I'm offering you a door." NorthBridge's tower overlooked the Chicago River. Not flashy. Efficient. Elise Grant, chief of staff, met her at the elevator. "You're expected." Avery hated how much that word unsettled her. On the 37th floor, Elise opened a glass conference room. Inside, a small nursery. Crib rocker, changing table. Thoughtful, not extravagant. Avery's throat tightened. "Why?" Elise answered softly. "Because he remembers walking in alone. When Harrison entered, he wasn't wearing a jacket. Just rolled sleeves. He looked less like a billionaire. More like a man who hadn't slept. "You owe me nothing," he said immediately. "This isn't charity." He slid a folder across the table. 3-month contract. Flexible hours. Audit support. The salary made her blink twice. "This is real?" "Yes." "And the nursery?" "Yes." She nodded. "I'll take it." Week 2. Avery found the irregularity by accident. Small vendor payments. Different departments. Always under audit thresholds. Never enough to flag. But consistent. Too consistent. She ran the vendor ID again. A holding company in Delaware. No employees listed. Just a registered agent. Clean. Strategic. Not sloppy. She didn't email finance. She went straight to Harrison. You already suspected something, she said. Yes. Why not hire external auditors? He hesitated. Trust. That was answer enough. The pattern tightened. 15 payments. Same device ID authorizing them. Different employee logins. Someone was ghosting credentials. Borrowing authority. Smart. She walked into his office. It's internal. He didn't look surprised. Who? He handed her a folder. Marcus Langley, CFO, hired 2 years ago, restructured compliance systems, streamlined cross-checks, too streamlined. You think it's him? I know. The confrontation happened at 10 a.m. Avery watched through internal security feed. Marcus walked in confident. Too confident. You've been moving money, Harrison said calmly. Marcus smiled. You've been grieving. He placed a flash drive on the table. I've got narratives too, emails, financial spins. The board already doubts you. Then, resign by Friday quietly, I leave your auditor out of it. Avery's stomach dropped. Marcus knew about her. Harrison didn't blink. You're done. Marcus stood. No, you are. That night, Harrison activated a contingency property in Lincoln Park. A secure townhouse owned under a subsidiary. Avery and Ethan relocated quietly. He brought in his final card. Donna Keller, former FBI forensic accountant, sharp direct, unimpressed. You're good, Dana told Avery after reviewing her files. And you're right. Plan. Leak a fake compliance memo. Watch who panics. It worked. Marcus accessed it 3 times in 2 hours, then filed an emergency ethics complaint against Harrison, claimed misuse of funds, named Avery. Harrison called her. You ready to go public? She looked at Ethan asleep beside her. Yes. The press release hit at 6:43 p.m. NorthBridge Biotech launches executive misconduct investigation. Dana submitted evidence to federal authorities simultaneously. Logs, device IDs, credential theft, shell routing summaries. Not bloated. Clean. Provable. Marcus called Avery that night. You think this ends? It does, she said, and hung up. By morning, the board voted. Marcus Langley suspended. Federal inquiry opened. Badge deactivated. Security escort. He didn't look confident anymore. Harrison found Avery in the nursery suite afterward. You were right, he said. You were brave, she replied. Ethan toddled toward him. Without hesitation, Harrison picked him up. Partner, he said quietly. 2 days later, he made it official. Director of Internal Audit.
Full autonomy.
Direct report. She accepted. 3 weeks later, she led her first board session. New compliance structure, triple authorization protocol, no executive bypass, not even CEO. She didn't look at Harrison when she said it, but she felt his respect. That night, they walked along the river. Funny, she said. All this because I typed 1 digit wrong. I don't think it was wrong, he replied. I think it was the first right thing in a long time. Months later, in her new apartment overlooking Wicker Park, Avery opened an email from Harrison. Attachment. A screenshot of her original message. He titled it, The Mistake That Built Us. She smiled. You still think it wasn't an accident? His reply came instantly. I think life recruits the right people when we're too tired to choose. She stared at the screen. You ever think about what happens next? A pause. Then, I'd like you and Ethan in my life permanently. Not as colleagues, as family. If you're ready. Her heart didn't race. It settled. Ask me in person. 30 seconds later, her doorbell rang. If Avery and Harrison's journey moved you, there's more ahead. Because sometimes the smallest mistakes build the strongest futures. And sometimes, the wrong number is exactly the right one.